taking the util. You can see there's a set play to come out off the back of it. Derke wants to get aggressive, has the opportunity to go back, and information is enough. Derke doesn't want to overstay his welcome, at least aggressive in the position, but LewN has other ideas. First blood for Karmine Corp, and the scale into heaven continues. They do have that raise in B main.
B's completely open.
And you are right. The retraction of players has to happen because they don't have any site control. They have to play for a retake. Sayonara removed as PROFEK puts his name in the kill feed. Dropping off the rope. Needs a couple more. SUYGETSU. He'll find one. Jamppi from the heavens. Has to collect a few as his teammate in support, and it is actually only Chronicle left 1v4.
There's nothing in mid either.
Yeah, exactly. They've got a plan A and a plan B set here, Karmine Corp. The question is, will they walk into the trap that Vitality set? First, contact drawn, but 3 players at this elbow position. First frag comes in, Jamppi and Chronicle both with kills, as Sayonara finds 2. It's all on sheydos, who has to come up trumps. And while he's good for the first, Derke's flank might just be enough. Hits the dink. sheydos has to move out of the utility into the open, expected to be penalized, but Derke relocates.
But the thing is, the pressure is on sheydos because he hasn't got the spike down. Sure, he's going to be able to guarantee it now, but Derke's gone for a little bit of a wander up towards heaven.
Finds one and has to drop the cage. Doesn't want anything else to do with the fights towards heaven. It's B main that allows Jamppi to activate. LewN with a quick trade. 4 on 4 now as Derke to tip the scales back in favour of Vitality. The flank becomes the flank. And you're right. There is no safe crossing. LewN has to make room, and he'll do so, removing Chronicle from spawn. sheydos to stick the spike down. 3v3. Vitality still with a chance here in the post plant.
I mean, benefit of having the double smokes, you can just cycle them so they're able to get the spike across. But now you're looking in towards the post plant. It's very much focused on towards site. They have to fight forward. Sure, DOS9 is going to be in charge of heaven, but it's spawn that they want to come out. All 3 players of Vitality together.
Derke dashing in and out, just trying to get some information, but LewN drops another. PROFEK gets the trade, 2 on 2. Sayonara still spamming out, expecting the peek from the right-hand side, an elevated angle. Derke waiting. That was his chance to shoot down the VIP instead for Karmine Corp. They are still with 5 alive. LewN into the heavens. Jamppi gets the trade, but it's not without 2 from the Karmine Corp side. Vitality down to 3 as well. So shared numbers in round 5. PROFEK fighting from the heavens, still aware that Karmine Corp have choice.
But all 3 players of KC are separated. The spike is starting to shift over towards B, and it's now you've got the Nightfall in hand, you have the numbers, so may as well. But for KC, can settle in towards the post plant, push the issue. You can already see sheydos exploring towards spawn.
This is smart. They want to take the space before getting the spike down, understanding that the way to win this round isn't just by playing the post plant. They want to set themselves up as nicely as possible. sheydos will stick the plant with not much time to spare. And vacant B site. Vitality have to go and claim back control.
They're relying on individual heroics. Look how split up they are.
Here we go, Derke. Expecting a push from the angle, thought that the fight was going to be happening towards spawn. Instead, they wait for the heaven util to drop. Jamppi tosses in the reveal, has the ultimate next to his name as well, and that will be used in the retake. They're going to try and get forward. As you say, claims nothing. Information not fed through just yet. DOS able to find one. Molly as well, bounced off the wall. This is going to stop the fuse from happening even further. Derke.
Hand shields.
Spotted and removed. Stun goes out on the angle. PROFEK ready to throw forward a flash of his own. The blind and the TP across. This is cheeky. Undetected is PROFEK who finds one. Looking for more, but it's Jamppi and backside that activates. There's so many layers to this defense. Vitality have numbers. And Karmine Corp have picked their poison. They just have to hope that they can swallow up these pistols. Instead, Sayonara drops ball bad. No! A passive approach taken towards A. Chronicle going to be tested on individual skill. Plenty of numbers heading his way. And you can see there is an ult in response. This could be scary. Chronicle gets the opener. A fantastic shot. Needs a few more. Chronicle in backside. Chronicle! A huge hat trick. LewN, sheydos left to recover. And to be fair, they haven't done a bad job so far. A 5-on-2 to a 3-on-2. But LewN now removed. And it's all on sheydos. A Chronicle-esque round required from him to bury Vitality second. He'll look for it. And
mistakes that they were showing in the previous.
Brilliant.
Now, early on, Derke back with the operator and back now with a little bit more success.
Yes, Chronicle a second as well. DOS9 there for a trade of sorts. I mentioned how prolific Derke was with the operator in that game against Bratamix, and now he's starting to show for it.
I mean, the thing is, as well, coming in towards this round, you're looking at the ultimates that Vitality have over KC. You used the Orbital Strike in the previous to no avail. Now the ultimate economy is starting to lean in favor of the defenders, which can get a little bit scary when you're looking at the Waylay ultimate, right, for the retakes. But the map is incredibly small right now for KC.
Made to feel that way by design. Chronicle orchestrates another. As Karmine Corp put down to 2. Vitality double the numbers, and as he mentioned, there's plenty of avenues that this round can go. The ping coming out from Jamppi, who spots the head of Derke. Quick to make up space though. Satchel to try and remove Derke from this situation, and to be fair, you can understand why. That man with the operator is lethal, eventually put to rest. Avez there for the frag, but needs 3 more, and with only 20 seconds left, time is ticking. They suspect that he might head towards A, so the B site does have an opening.
But even then, you get the spike down, you have a player from main, player from spawn.
Yeah, now he knows. Sticking it. Shouldn't be offered this kind of space. Nice start, PROFEK. Finding the opener, it's the Brim. DOS9 removed. A second as Derke still a thorn in the side of this KC comp. Trying to squash down any opportunity of Vitality get backing into the game, but instead it's gone from bad to worse.
This is exactly what the timeout was trying to avoid. And Derke already putting his hat into the ring with the first and back to safety.
Derke had a really slow start to this map, but it's nice to see that he's picked things up. Vitality punishing KC on every move that they make. Chronicle, yet again, setting up in a passive way, not overextending into sight. Jump spotting in, waits for his teammates to arrive before thinking about making any intrusions to defend.
I mean, playing in towards sight can be a little bit scary with the ultimates available.
Derke, gonna be tested. He's gotta be careful, can't find a thing. The stinger of sheydos, and in fact a second one from DOS9. Leaves Vitality at the lower hand. Chronicle, quick to be removed as well as SUYGETSU finds one with the Sheriff. Both players towards spawn, can't find much. PROFEK one on. Still a minute to act. PROFEK behind the util. Avez caught lacking.
Because they have no way of splitting.
PROFEK going to be asked to step up massively once again. Similar position to the last round. He only found a singular kill from here. Now needs to find a few more. Chronicle caught in the open. The peak. PROFEK finds even less. It's 0 found in the back of sight. A 3-on-5 that Vitality now have to scramble together. Derke on a big flank. LewN gives the jump spot, but Derke arrives in time. In the meantime, though, DOS9 with a kill on the shorty, leaving Vitality shortchanged in the retake once again. Derke looking to progress through this smoke, but it's all a game of time, and KC playing it down every second. He pings exactly where sheydos was, expecting the information to be given, and he will find one. Derke, SUYGETSU trades, all down to Jamppi. Jumps into sight, expects the player from CT. Can he find the second? SUYGETSU tucked in the corner, has to swing. Vitality willing to pick up the pace. sheydos with the opener, dig through the wall. Derke left low, but not dead. SUYGETSU tucked in heaven, waiting. Stun to go out. They want these fights. SUYGETSU wanting to take it to Vitality. Foot not off the gas between these halves. And so far, so good. Vitality down to 3.
And on top of that, they're continuing to explore. They don't want to be passive. They want to be proactive.
Foot race. Derke to get across. The safest avenue to get the spike down, so at least an ult point next to his name. Never mind.
Spike down.
Fantastic. Fantastic molly from DOS9. You are right, he does get it, but it would have been nice. Try and put the screws to KC. KC will convert here. No time as well, even if he's able to find a couple of kills. Okay, okay. We get it. He's dead.
Get a couple of exits, but there's still a good chance and a good amount of time to do some damage. So that's the name of the game in towards this one. Like we said, there's not really much of a chance of winning it. But how
Corp just delaying. It's the aim of the game. Vitality have to be held back.
Ooh.
Good start for Chronicle.
Maybe they should be. Spike starting to come back over towards A. Chronicle spotting sheydos is retreating towards screens.
Here. Those players jump from left to right as they try and Get out of the util, have to move back.
Avoid the damage.
Really nicely done. There is a plant out for Vitality. Setting up all the stops here in the post plant, PROFEK. Good catch. DOS9 caught out in the vent system. Smoke towards heaven. Jamppi with one, Chronicle the second. sheydos with a couple.
Rolling Thunder for retake and a little bit more preemptive in regards to the rotates. 4 players over towards 8. And sheydos has managed to pick one out through the smoke, and that's the spike down.
Have to recoup. It's a second, a third from Karmine Corp. Vitality are doing nothing right now. Great double from Derke.
Spike down A.
But it is a 1-on-3 for Sayonara. Spike retrieved. Moves through the smoke, gun barrel spotted, Sayonara. It really is do or die now. SUYGETSU aggressive. Prowler gives away the game, but still able to find one. Derke has to slip into cover as he fluffs his lines onto LewN. TP across for PROFEK as he'll double swing, but in this case, Vitality yet again have a search towards middle, have a hand bitten off, and KC not willing to return the favor. Peek it towards heaven, SUYGETSU with one, LewN the other. And it feels like Vitality outgunned at their own game. PROFEK finds one in response, but it's always from these disadvantages that Vitality need to crawl back from. 40 seconds remain. Low HP on PROFEK, spotted now by LewN once more. Chronicle will look to join forces, but for Vitality, yet again, it's another 2vx scenario that they have to come back into from.
Benefit is the defense is split up, so at least they're going to be able to isolate a 2v2 to some extent. But with the time ticking, it's a conversation of if they even drop in. Smoke goes down, so they're going to be committing to it, but LewN only has to hit one bullet, and it's a spray from left to right. And an easiest closeout for KC in towards that round.
Let's see how many they can get, or if any at that. And already, LewN, good start. Jamppi, Corp, Avez moves forward. Got to be careful. All sorts of util being pushed his way. And you're right, Chronicle there to punish.
That's the least important. Sure, they don't necessarily get the trade on towards mid, but they get an avenue in towards A. The only thing is, look at the rotates. So there's 3 players here already. SUYGETSU wants to fight forward. He has the not dead yet as well to fall back on. But already, Vitality, with the space that they're gathering over towards B, PROFEK is calling his team back.
He's going to be put into an interesting spot. Walks in towards B. He saw that DOS9 was holding for it. LewN again. And there you have it. The Brimstone activates. It's another 2-on-4. This time it might be the last for Vitality. Looking to progress into the site. It's Derke that slams the spike down in safety. But power with numbers, and KC know that. 3 players from heaven. Vitality do have 2 ultimates. And there might be half a chance that they can win this round. But someone needs to do something. They're trying to burn the clock. Vitality counting down the seconds for justice, and it's not going to happen. LewN with 3, on for 4. Everything needed out of Sayonara, and it just is 0 there. And now KC are 1-0 up.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anyone cares about being the underdog in these matchups off the back of that first series as well. And following in suit in towards this one, KC standing strong, admittedly. Sure, it was their map pick, but a dominant one at that. Yeah,
I've got to hand it to them. I think Vitality had half a chance at the start, clawed it back. We saw that timeout from Pal 3 rounds in a row. We thought that the game was going to heat up and Vitality were going to get the ball rolling. But as soon as KC called a timeout of their own, they were a different level above this Vitality side. We'll watch the highlights back. But as you can see, Vitality always in this game fighting from behind. Never had the opportunity to stretch their legs. Always trying to get close to this KC side, and nothing was going their way.
You were expecting maybe once the side switched. 5-7. It's not bad for a defensive half. Smokes dropped. Wall up and flash through, but there's the waylay dash up and over, but the thing is, can't get anything done. Derke, on the other hand, has found SUYGETSU already.
And he's looking for more as well. Blood in the water as he approaches towards site. Got to be careful here, KC. Don't want to overstay their welcome. And they decide that playing from a more passive position gives them the best chance.
especially if they're going to be able to find B site, free real estate. 2 players obviously making their way out, going to be clearing it up. We know that there's nobody home. Everybody's on towards this A site. Fortunately for the side of KC, all the damage that was done early on by Vitality has been healed up. Obviously the regrowth coming in from the sky. And well, for the side of Vitality, sure, it's a little bit of damage still onto Sayonara.
sheydos giving them a second look at life, but still a 4v5, an irreversible kill in the pistol. KC will make their approach from the same position that Vitality rotated. A couple of players splitting off towards the long side. The flash
Fumbled.
hit the wall.
That's going to make it so much more difficult for Avez on his way back in here.
Not making their way forward. sheydos will trade Jamppi with 1. Sayonara stuck in the corner, had Derke for support, relies upon him. Chronicle, couple of shots, but nothing more than it, especially.
Obviously, we saw it briefly, but DOS in towards Hooker, in towards Showers. Drone is going to spot him out, so at least there's something for Vitality to work with. Almost goes overlooked, but Jamppi furthering the advantage.
And now they've got to be careful because the spike's still on B, but they are finding all sorts of progress on A. Avez going to make the decision a little easier maybe for Vitality. They pivot back.
But the thing is, they're pivoting back in towards the judge. You're talking about on lower buys or anything like this as an equalizer.
PROFEK might just walk into it instead. Drive by. Easily done. sheydos now needs to find everything from the back of sight. Flashbang goes high. sheydos! It's ridiculous from sheydos. 3 quick kills, all in the hands of PROFEK. And
that could have gone overlooked. No drone. Vitality, you mentioned it previously, love long. So what did they do? Put 11 to lean them in towards A. Couldn't get anything done on B. Further blocked out of it with a smoke.
And SUYGETSU dropping a molly. Not only that, finds 1. Ever evasive here towards the short position. A second as the spike gets dropped. Jamppi offers up his life. Chronicle pings because they know where players are, but SUYGETSU is the gift that keeps on giving. Chronicle needs to retreating, so he thinks this is his best chance to get forward now. It is timing. Will it be on his side? Oh my word, it's not just into the peak, it's all the way outside. No one's expecting this. This is an easy double for Chronicle. KC caught lacking. The retraction of control towards Showers could have costed them the A site. All on SUYGETSU yet again to turn up and give Vitality the heat that he so desperately needed in the last round.
Benefit though, they can't get the spike down. Waylay ultimate comes out just to buy some space, but the thing is, they're peeking into Derke, who picks up 2. And because there's so much time left, because of how early we saw the lurk up in towards A, they can TP to safety, TP to B, get a little bit of a heal, regrowth in, and now in towards a 2v1.
LewN, his position compromised. Needs to find both, unsure whether the long way round or the short way into sight is the better option. I think neither at this point, to be honest with you. Such a deep-lying attacker here for Vitality. Derke playing in elbow. And the gamble is good because they've got a player passive on long as well. Sayonara just going to play off of the information that Derke can feed forward. LewN's being vocal about where he is in the middle of sight. Flash to go forward. It allows the
both teams. Was this A site? KC aren't necessarily the most well defended.
Chronicle going to drop a pit of his own. It does give them a corner of the A site that they can work with. You can see Avez not confident that they're out just yet, firing off a few bullets, but Seeker's now used for the defense, I do believe. Try and give Karmine Corp the information. Where are they in particular? And you can see one of them heading through B, which is just there to catch the brim on short. The other one, actually, they're going through the smoke. Forget that, because it's a fight happening towards sight. The brawl goes in favor. Chronicle, PROFEK, that's ridiculous. Finds it straight up through the smoke. SUYGETSU removed, and now the factor that earned KC so much space towards A, completely eliminated. And now with the Viper's Pit all the way through, they can just play from passive. Don't need to get aggressive. Jamppi with 1. Shorty drawn. DOS9 able to find Jamppi, who is eventually removed within the smoke, but it's a 3-on-2, and Vitality shouldn't have trouble converting here. They give it a go here, KC, as DOS9 finds a second.
Molly on towards the spike. There's no way for Vitality to lose this one. Orbital strike as well to boast on top. For KC, damage has been done.
Yeah. Not just financially as well, right? Talking about the guns drop. Scoop up the early space in the front of sight. Got to be careful for what's behind them, though. In showers, Avez baiting SUYGETSU, but Derke's found 2. DOS9 only good for 1 as Sayonara trades out. KC 2 on 4, and the players hadn't moved in.
Flashy for the first.
Spotted LewN there, so they know that there's 2 players towards long. Moving in. LewN wants blood, and he'll get it. Sayonara and PROFEK both to fall. Just taking a stroll down B long, and he finds everything. And it's not over yet, because Vitality wants seconds, and it's Derke that walks into the jaws of the judge. Nicely done to get out of dodge as well. Jamppi. I mean, you just watch your friend fall from the exact same fate. You have a feeling that he'll be given the same treatment, and rightly so. DOS9 blasts another head off towards Hookah. And to be fair, he's penciled in a first. 30 seconds left. Should really still be no chance. He's given a second 1v1. KC offering up freebies left, right, and center, but flanked out from behind nearly. They weren't going to be the same team as what they like to have been. A mirror comp between the map of Split and Bind, so they had to do something different. And Vitality more than willing to punish. 2 quick kills, plus a bit of extra damage done. That Viper set low in emphatic fashion. Vitality still with
rounds. And the last 2 rounds of this half are going to go. sheydos at least good for the first.
Good trades. Hit by the drone, and his position now compromised. Sayonara could be walking into a few bodies here. There's the first. Sayonara
Back over towards A. So it's 2-2 set up, and Vitality grouped up in towards short. Make their way out. Into lamps. Armageddon utilized towards backside, but fortunately it's not going to affect anyone except it does. Derke layering the utility.
Vitality, as you say, using the util, creating chances. LewN there to try and stop them. The spike's down and there's such limited time. KC still with a fighting chance. LewN tries to drop another and will do so. PROFEK removed as Chronicle gets vengeance, but not just for one. He finds a second as well. And in perfect time, the Viper's pick comes up and makes this retake 10 times harder for SUYGETSU.
And it almost nullifies the fact that he was coming from that flank from an unexpected position. Forced to navigate through the Viper's pit. Just to get 4 on the half, that's the thing. And with the health dwindling.
KC looking for their window of opportunity, and they'll try it towards B. The wall comes up too late, and that's going to invite KC in. They'll take sight pretty easily, and Vitality left to retake, but they knew that it was B all along. Look at these flanks coming out. 2 players creeping in from behind, and KC still haven't managed to get the spike down here. Got to be careful. It's an overwhelming move towards elbow. Sayonara finds 2, can't quite collect the third. SUYGETSU with the trade. Derke tips the scales back in favor of Vitality. LewN able to activate from Hookah though. Chronicle will outflank him and eventually...
Maybe. It's not actually situated over towards B, which is where majority of the KC players are looking. But PROFEK giving a taster of medicine in towards Hookah.
Got to be careful because Sayonara stood in the open. Jamppi finds another. Silencing one by one these attackers. sheydos given an inch of space on sight, but pulls out his knife too soon. Chronicle there to penalize.
It's not necessarily the easiest person to heal, but they want to fight forward.
And Derke getting away with 1. Jamppi also went down. Chronicle trying to stand his ground towards A. Seekers now deployed for sheydos, and they should know both players in rotation. Not only that, the Brimstone might just get caught out entirely here from DOS9. And PROFEK walks into the jaws of the scoped-in Vandal. It would be a way they can pivot through the TP, but you can't think of that right now. And there are only 2 defenders here. Vitality, work cut out for Derke.
30 seconds left.
PROFEK here to support as well, should it be needed. PROFEK looking to steal the spotlight though, straight through the heart of the smoke. Avez caught. Not his fault at all. Sayonara rotated into heaven. Welcomes LewN into heaven. sheydos finds 2, make it 3 quick kills. And all of a sudden, Vitality's numbers dwindle. Chronicle on the rotate. Jamppi there for support as well. A 2-on-3. Time ticking as well as this spike continues to expire. Chronicle with one. DOS9 spotted in the back corner of sight. And the utility is going to be strong, forcing him into the open. He's the only man standing stopping Vitality from taking map 2. And unfortunately, he's in a world full of hurt. Has to stand his ground. It doesn't hit him, actually, and it could be a huge misplay. No time left. I thought the ultimate was going to be the beginning of the end, but Chronicle knows he has no time. KC.
The more time that they buy, the more time that they don't go in towards B. You see the rotates coming back over.
Sayonara finds one. LewN removed. Avez, quick trade. SUYGETSU watches one under his nose take the TP, and he'll catch Chronicle by surprise. Spotted in the smoke is PROFEK. Derke on a long wraparound. As well as that, there's one towards spawn. All of these numbers still in long, yet to make their way out. Avez knows this flank is very much possible, and that's got to be a tilt.
Jamppi's in the right place, on the right site.
But can he do it all? Solo. There's a few on site. Time, 30 seconds, and the spike is still towards A. They have to pivot,
they have to run.
So. And look at this, the info's being drawn. They know that they have to go B. It's going to be a triple stack in towards the B site. 17 seconds, Astral Divide. Still trying to delay here, Vitality. Through the TP goes Jamppi. Derke and Jamppi once more as Derke finds another. All on the hands of DOS9. And map 3 really is the business end of things now, though. LewN jumping into the heart of the site. Has to run it back into cover. Jamppi waiting. Dink no frag. Sayonara catches one. Burning is Avez. LewN another. And Vitality still with space here in the heart of the site, and Derke able to swing off the back of Chronicle's kill. Very quiet with a minute to go. You can see Vitality getting impatient towards B main. They smell blood in the water. First kill coming out from DOS9. LewN finds 2. PROFEK holds on, so it's not all bad for Vitality. And that gives valuable seconds for KC to move forward. But unexpected, round the corner goes PROFEK, blind and spotted. But they know that he's here. They know that he's standing strong. PROFEK, who finds 3. SUYGETSU now left in the one-on-one. 4 in the round, and it might be enough. As it's the chamber. Chronicle running a marathon for this retake, but has the time to do so.
But he has to retake with an operator as well. So for SUYGETSU, being able to reposition, keep Chronicle guessing is the name of the game here. You can't necessarily post up on our angle. You can see he's retaking in with that headhunter in hand.
Time burning, second by second. Chronicle knows his position has to be revealed. It's a tap to half, or at least an attempt of it, but pulled away. Now made vulnerable, expecting SUYGETSU to be playing from main. Another tap of the spike, but SUYGETSU, class being shown in the
Vitality.
And you can see the move being made towards A. Jamppi caught in the corner. It's ridiculous from Derke. Blind finds 3 in the molly. Jamppi missed shots, needs to connect, but there's 3 kills straight back. KC now left in the 2-on-2. And the spike retrieved on the edge of the wall. PROFEK moves through. It's all a game of timings. He's so quick. And it's a tap, not a stick, which buys PROFEK more seconds. Creeping in closer and closer to the smoke. No overcommittal. As sheydos joins forces, Chronicle does the same. Both players on
Definitely, and you, as you say, you don't really want to see it, but if Jamppi finds that kill, it really is a different story. And some newly found momentum from this KC side. Overcommitting is Avez, though. Saw his teammate drop. Tried to play for trades and scoop up the damage and the leftovers towards A. Instead, he finds nothing. B site more or less vacant. LewN tip the scales back level. Astral Divide of their own now being deployed from KC. Clicks. Sayonara finds 2. It's ridiculous. Molly drawing him back. Flashbang through. Has to stick the plant. Looking for a way in, but the flank.
Vitality. Confident and PROFEK.
Thing is, this deep owl drone in towards A main at least buys some safety for Jamppi to focus in towards the mid push, which is exactly what he spots out. Large chunk of the players, but now isolated. You're looking towards the fade in main.
Okay, nice shot, sheydos. Ultimate reveals Derke's position, and he can't find anything either. It might be Vitality's turn to falter. KC, numbers and the spike down.
But look how far back they're playing because of the ultimates that they have available, because of the utility. First is the pole, second is the annihilation. Sure, you lose a couple of players in the meantime.
It's a 2-on-2 though. You are right, there was utility, but now there is none. And Vitality have an option to try and go for this round. Another tap, just being disallowed at every single hurdle. Ultimate's drained. Now it just has to be the stick.
How worried they are. You even have PROFEK trekking in towards spawn, but it's the ult out in towards site. Chronicle TPing back to safety.
Gotta be careful, Hunter's Fury deployed. Jamppi hits one. sheydos removed. A second, Chronicle finding one with his ultimate now, claiming more souls is the Vitality defense. As LewN tries to bring balance for KC. The spike still needs to go down. Number one priority for them. They've only got 30 seconds to do it. It is enough time. But Vitality know that they can sit close. And KC have to make a decision, go hunting for frags or try and play the objective. And either one they're ready for. With time dwindling, KC just have to commit now. LewN sticking it down. Recon dart to go out. It takes the eyes of Avez away. Out from the heavens comes PROFEK. LewN needs an ace in this round. Already 3. Tagged up a lot, blinded, but finds the shot. Now it's all down to 1. The right click, he has to hit the shot instant.
Yeah, it's a massive shock dart. KC do want to go in towards Ace, double ult invested.
It's quick as well. They know they've got their backs against the wall, need more. As a flash goes forward, Sayonara! It's ridiculous out of the Phoenix. The run it back, so effortless for Vitality. As KC shredded down to 2.
And you know both players are on towards site. Sure, they haven't necessarily got the spike down, but you know the side of Vitality, every avenue back out is covered. You have a player in main, a player towards mid, 2 towards spawn. It's a waiting game, putting the pressure on towards KC. They are the ones that need to get the spike down. They need the ones that need to find a kill, and yet it's just offering up a kill to Chronicle. Spike down, 20 seconds to work with, and sheydos, or just taking advantage of the missed position.
It could be Sayonara's chance to step up again. Look at him. He wants more. Flash goes round. Jamppi tries to act off the util. It's a dash forward for LewN, but Sayonara reads all. It could be more from Sayonara. Trying to step up, it would be now. Vitality trying to beat them in every avenue. And it's again that name, Sayonara alongside PROFEK. Turned into mincemeat outside B. Ave's able to get one back with the Stinger. It's a 2-on-1, but 19 points of health.
But that's the story of Vitality in towards this half, throwing bodies at the problem, and you even have a player on the flank. It's
a fantastic map 3. Dash forward, sheydos, very nice shot. Chronicle caught out. Recon picking up some information as the aggression towards A continues. You can see that Vitality able to claim some space here in on A. The problem is the spike is disconnected. PROFEK removed. Sayonara damage, but no kills. 2-on-5 for Vitality.
And that's the spike down as well. So sure, they've been able to find some space over towards A and in towards Link. Jamppi collecting a kill on towards the low HP players. But for the side of KC, guessing, they want to find a kill, isolate one even, get into a more manageable numbers, and instead KC...
Utility, and as you can see, defender's not far away, but Jamppi
the low HP players going first.
So high up. Flash goes round. Jamppi gets one. Blinded, but moves away. The situation gets hairy now for KC. Derke moves into cover. Jamppi low. The Yoru swings
See the aggression in towards B main.
LewN just diving into action. Able to get away. Chronicle trying to punish. Not just for one, but for both. DOS9 able to help out. The Guardian tags up. But Vitality know that as long as 4 stay alive here, they can play a numbers game. KC are the team that need to answer back.
But they need to make sure these trays are on point. They don't necessarily have the numbers or the HP when you're looking towards Derke to lose 2 to a fight. Especially now with the shuffle of KC's defense, still with the Omen over towards main. It's the double up on towards A.
I was going to say, they're still playing with confidence here, KC. Still wanting that information towards B. They're playing to the mouth of A main, hoping that Vitality walk into it. But Suigetsu maybe a bit too uncomfortable as he moves into the crosshair of PROFEK. Now a 2-on-4. sheydos, how good your multi-kills towards A. Gets the first, but only one. Sayonara holds him back.
And it is all on
30
DOS
seconds
9.
left.
1 on 3, plenty of time for Vitality to get that spike down, get set up, do what they need to
Wanted
do.
to explore A. Now in towards this round. Down for the count. It's actually 11 that opens it up this time.
50 seconds left, 5 on 3.
Oh,
PROFEK slips the net, gets one and a bit of a tag as well. Doesn't overstay his welcome, but a cheap frag for him.
but that should be the information that there are 2 players over towards A, knowing that there was a player towards the right and that the Teo is towards the left. So that's why you can possibly see the group of the Vitality players up in towards B, but still there's 2 players here, SUYGETSU being one of them and sheydos the other.
Gotta hurry up, get into sight, there wasn't enough time. More of a lurker and damage done, SUYGETSU. Forced into the corner, Derke wants to move in, and you can understand so. He knows that the Astra is stuck in the corner, but it's not first blood. Jamppi finds a second, and Vitality gifted the B site and an advantage in the post plant, not just getting it down, but also in numbers. 4 on 3, Jamppi left low, and there is a double walk in middle, but the owl drone at the same time, it might actually catch both of these players, and I think it does. They know that they're both behind. Jamppi waiting in the wings. While he doesn't find the kills, this is information fed to his friends on site. They need to be careful for what's behind them.
But you're looking towards sheydos, it's the 3rd piece of this puzzle. Sure, 2 have been spotted out towards main, but it's the fighting towards spawn. You're looking towards Sayonara to keep this player out of the mix.
The time is dwindling. Vitality know that KC have to make a move, and it's a game of patience. Who bites first? DOS 9 getting on the spike, pulled to half, but pulled off before, so sheydos, that activation happening late, but Derke's 3k is enough. He might just be...
Who's next?
You hear one of the ults voice line, Derke chasing, trying to block and dissuade KC from rotating as quickly. It's a first and a second actually. Vitality still at 4 because it's the run it back drop, but sheydos in the back of sight. It's PROFEK that finds Avez, so they know that there's another, but sheydos still finding impact. It's a drop down from the heavens for DOS 9 as sheydos activates on the flank. It's all him in this round. And PROFEK drops a smoke, able to pick up the spike. Gets a phantom in the process as well. It's 25 seconds and he has choices. He's actually going to find his way forward and catch LewN by surprise. Wall goes up, but it doesn't matter. PROFEK trying to bait in these players, and there you have it. The bait and switch, Chronicle. The opening kill at the right time as well. Everyone groups up for Vitality. Utility drawn, and DOS 9 smoked off, so LewN left in your hands. How many can you find? The answer's only one. Sayonara's just right-clicked him out of nowhere. Wall dropped to try and give KC some space. A TP through. It's a big whiff,
Oh, it's awkward.
but manages to find one. It's an awkward engagement, as you say. They're still not expecting him. Time is so low. Vitality have to stick it. It's going to be close. And they do. 0.05 left on the clock. And it's all left in the hands of SUYGETSU. 1 on 2.
They have the numbers. They have so much space as well. Look at how much ground SUYGETSU has to cover. You don't know how close some of these players are playing. You're looking at the recovered weapon as well. Still, Sayonara only has a classic, so that's something. There's no stars for SUYGETSU, bar the one he's put down on towards the spike.
Creeping in, SUYGETSU, wrong angle. Back away. Run it back for Sayonara, wants to get aggressive. The blind missing him, and now he's given a free engagement. Not just one, but two. Sayonara's collected a double.
He can't keep getting away with this.
And maybe
Low
there's a
HP.
chance. Derke's low, has to go for it. It's some